Welcome everybody to our regularly scheduled Board of Supervisors meeting. If you are on Teams, just to recognize this real quick, if you are on Teams, we do ask that you put your first and last name in there. If you would like to speak during the meeting at any point in time, please use the raise your hand function under the reaction tabs, and then the chair will be able to unmute you once we see that. When you do get on, if you are speaking, please do make sure though that you give your first and last name and where you're from, just so we can verify for the record. So we'll go ahead and get started. First item up for business today will be to call this meeting to order. Next, I would ask that as you are able, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Item 3, approve meeting minutes dated June 16th, 2026 and June 30th, 2026.
Mr. Chair, I'll move item number 3.
Second.
Motion is second. Any questions or comments on the previous meeting's minutes? Just want to make you know we had the 16th, I believe, was the carryover. We just had to make some amendment or make some corrections to that. So that's why those are on here this week. So if there are no other questions or comments on the minutes, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 4 would be to approve today's agenda.
Second.
Motion is second. Any questions or comments on today's agenda? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 5 would be to approve today's consent agenda.
Mr. Chair, I will move item 5.
I'll second it.
Motion is second. Any questions or comments on item 5? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 6 would be to recognize and celebrate our employees for some of their incredible contributions and loyalty to this for the months of June and July. So I'll start with June. Anthony Cloud, Secondary Roads, 16 years of service. Amber Cook, Health Department, 7 years of service. Brian Hitchcock, Communications Center, 4 years of service. Keith Johnson, Secondary Roads, 3 years of service. Joseph Hansen, MIS, 2 years of service. And Teresa Berg, Conservation Department, 1 year of service. For our July anniversaries, we have Sherry Fry, the Attorney's Office, 45 years of service. Tina Eldall, Auditor's Office, 29 years of service. Anthony Walters, Sheriff's Office, 22 years of service. Aaron Ford, Conservation Department, 21 years of service. Cody Peterson, Conservation Department, 20 years of service. April Murray, Sheriff's Office, 19 years of service. Brian Stamp, Jail, 8 years of service. Bailey should be Kavanaugh, Attorney's Office, 8 years of service. Corey Wood, Sheriff's Office, 8 years of service. Mark Condon, Secondary Roads, 6 years of service. Lawrence Headland, Attorney's Office, 5 years of service. Nicole Weber, Attorney's Office, 5 years of service. Daniel Charleston, Sheriff's Office, 5 years of service. Christine Lumsden, Communications Center, 4 years of service. Leanna Olberhelman, Communications Center, 4 years of service. Nicholas Dunbar, Sheriff's Office, 4 years of service. Savannah Aiken, Jail, 4 years of service. Jeremy Morris, Secondary Roads, 3 years of service. Todd Tolliver, Secondary Roads, 3 years of service. Douglas Cook, Attorney's Office, 3 years of service. Taylor Chancellor, Sheriff's Office, 2 years of service. Avery Hendrickson, Communications Center, 2 years of service. Ashley Landsman, Communications Center, 1 year of service. I just want to say thank you to everybody that's dedicated so much of their time and their career to Webster County and really helping make this the great place that I believe we are. So thank you to everybody that's helped continue to contribute to that. So item 7, we do accept and approve the purchase of 2 Ford Explorers police pursuit vehicles from Fort Dodge Ford in Fort Dodge. These vehicles are priced at $50,235.98 and $45,616.00 for a total of $95,851.98. These vehicles are at State of Iowa vehicle bid prices and are budgeted items from the new vehicle account.
Chair, I'll move item number 7.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments on item 7?
Mr. Chair, the reason that there's a $5,000 difference is one's a detective car and the other one will be a marked unit.
Any other questions or comments on item 7?
Why does that make there be a difference?
Light bars, all the equipment that would go on to them.
Anything else? All right, hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 8 would be to approve private sewage disposal system contractor for the 2026 installation year.
I will second.
Motion and a second. Any questions or comments on item 8? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 9, receive and place on file EH 2027-001, Iowa Private Well Grant Program, eligible services, fund disbursement, and fee structure.
Mr. Chair, I will move item 9.
I'll second it.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments on item 9? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 10, approve resolution 2026-12, a resolution of election of commissioners to joint authority.
Chair, I'll move item 10.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments on item 10?
Yeah, so I just wanted to speak to our 2 appointees. First off is the appointee that both the city of Fort Dodge and Webster County have on our list. I believe she was appointed by the city last night, Vicki Reek. She's a planner with Snyder and Associates. She has worked 37 years with the city of Fort Dodge. I believe it's 37 years. I should check that. I think it was. She has been involved within multiple planning efforts, including the adoption of a new comp plan. The county works with Vicki in her current role at Snyder. In addition to sitting in meetings with her, with officials in Washington, D.C. for our trips, I personally worked with her on the Midas board when I was on that. She was our representative for the cities at the time, and I was the representative for supervisors. Like mentioned, her background is a great match for the work that we're asking of the authority. She's a practical thinker with an eye for detail. She brings decades of experience in project management, public financing, and moving complex projects from idea to completion. This is exactly the kind of stuff we're asking of the authority. I am very comfortable with recommending Ms. Reek to the Public Safety Authority. The next person that we are recommending there is a gentleman named Ernest Kirsten. He is a dedicated attorney with years of experience serving a wide variety of clients in and around Webster County. He has served on both the Board of Adjustment and compensation boards here at Webster County. In considering the county's recommendation for appointment/election to the Public Safety Authority, and I'm speaking for myself here, I looked at Ernie specifically for a few reasons. One, in accordance to the law, he's a resident of the county outside the city limits. 2, as an attorney, he not only has a firm grasp on the legal requirements of the Public Safety Authority, but also an incredible eye for detail, and he's a quick learner. 3, also as an attorney, he is well versed on the need of a jail here in Webster County. 4, in talking with Ernie in the past, I know that he would be very mindful of the use of taxpayer monies. This isn't something that he's going to take lightly. Like me, fiscal responsibility is top of mind for him. And 4, additionally, Mr. Kirsten is not a yes man. He has disagreed vehemently with both the city of Fort Dodge and Webster County publicly on decisions we have made, decisions I have made. And this is someone who is going to truly represent the people of Webster County on the authority, take feedback, make educated decisions, and move forward in a measured way. And it's for these reasons that I'm comfortable with recommending Mr. Kirsten to the Public Safety Authority. You're welcome.
Any questions or comments on the resolution?
I'm sure you guys are getting tired of answering these questions, but will any of these commissioners be paid?
No. It is in the law that they cannot be paid. Now, if there is, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Driscoll, but if there is something like they need to go someplace and there's mileage or something. they
Yeah,
can
it
be
specifically
reimbursed.
states that they're to serve without compensation, so no dollar amount is paid to them. They may be reimbursed for some expenses done on behalf of the commission if there were such expenses. Like you were saying, I don't know what it all might involve. If there's a business trip to Des Moines or something, they might get their mileage, et cetera, meals. But that's the extent of it, is expense reimbursement.
Will there be any full-time agents of the board that will be getting paid?
Time agents.
Like somebody working for the board? The answer's no.
Oh,
I have asked these questions.
No, there, as I understand it, there's just a 3-member authority board and there would not be employees of the board.
Correct. And then, of course, the commission's meetings will be open to the public
yes,
with
sir.
restrictions in regards to the purchase of real estate, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, those are just,
Yeah, they'll be
Right.
subject to all open meetings and there are some exception to open meetings. One notable one is real estate. But they still would have to go into open meeting to declare they're going into closed session to discuss such things. And no decisions can be made in closed sessions. Any final decisions have to be done outside back in the open meeting forum. So before anything could be purchased or acquired, that has to be done out in the open. But there is an exception to the open meeting rules that allows the board to talk with representatives or whoever, so they are fully informed before they vote on such things.
and so just kind of going over some old territory. There will be no full or part-time employees of the commission.
No.
There we go. All right, thank you.
And one question I had, and you addressed it a little bit there, Supervisor Conrad,
Mhm.
with the appointment. So I know, you mentioned it. So Vicky works for Schneider. I've worked with her. She's a great person there. There is no conflict with her having contracts or Schneider having contracts and her being on this commission as part of her employment, having contracts with both of us. Is there any conflicts out of that?
I don't believe that's conflict of interest for this purpose of this board. An issue would be if under this board Snyder bid on something, then she'd have to potentially recuse herself from that. But aside from, unless just because Snyder generally does work for the county or for the city, that doesn't disqualify him from this specific limited board because she doesn't have control over what this Board of Supervisors does.
And I know there has been a question, just in the public in general about, the people in the positions on the authority having ties to either the city or the county. I can only speak for, I know Ernie has never been, to my knowledge, I mean, he has served on the boards that I said, the Board of Adjustment and the Compensation Board, neither board which he has received compensation for, to my knowledge. So he has not been an employee of Webster County. Like I mentioned, Vicky has been an employee of the city, a longtime employee of the city. When I was thinking about her appointment to this board, that is a concern that some folks said, she has ties to the city, she has ties to the county. I think the benefits of her experience in her role there far outweigh any concerns that I have of having that tie as a former city employee.
And to speak on Ernie, he's never been an employee of the county. It's quite possible, lawyers are sometimes hired. Ernie's a real estate guru is one thing he's really good at.
Yeah.
So it's possible he might have been hired by the county at some point to do a deed or some title work or something on complex legal matters. That wouldn't surprise me, but he's never been an employee of the county. Another great aspect of Ernie is he's really easy to deal with in my experience. Ernie and I have gone round and around on various issues when, he's got an issue regarding representing a real estate client or a developer or something else, which he's done in the past. And he zealously advocates for his client, and we may have an argument about the issues, but 5 minutes later, he's not difficult to deal with. He's just, he doesn't let the battles about doing our jobs as lawyers carry on to be difficult to deal with. So I think Ernie's a great person to work with.
Great, thank you.
Any other questions or comments? All right, this will be a roll call vote.
So do I.
Cochran, aye.
Conrad, I.
Ike, aye. Let it be known that the motion carried unanimously. Item 11, approve resolution 2026-13, a resolution designating the place at which notice of meetings of the Webster County Board of Supervisors be posted.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments on item 11?
This is also one where all the elected officials will be required to take a class on it also. I mean, this is for that, but the new rule, was that included on it? You recall?
So this is
Newly,
to meet,
newly elected officials, you mean?
I thought it was for
no,
everybody.
I think this is separate. I mean,
Okay.
Tina can maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but this is, so one of the bills that passed this last year in the legislature mandated that we have posted notice, visible posted notice 24 hours prior to any meeting. That's regardless of whether we're open. So where we've previously posted has always been our bulletin board. So this will be alignment with our bulletin board, and then where we're going to post it for after hours vision. Being able to see it. Sorry, I lost the
Visibility?
visibility.
There you go.
That way we'll be able to see it. I mean,
I haven't received a notification about any, classes being offered for any mandatory training or whatever based on the legislation. This is just speaking directly to the posting issue because obviously an interior glass box in the courthouse, you can't see it from the street. The new law requires if it's Monday night and you want to see what's on the agenda at 11 o'clock at night, you got to be able to see it in a publicly posted place. So you'll be able to look through the front doors, courthouse and the glass window and be able to read whatever's on that agenda at least 24 hours prior to any meeting.
I think the thing that you're referring to, Bob, is open meeting laws.
Right.
I think that's that
I
one.
think that started a
if they
couple
all
years
fell
ago,
in.
but I don't think it's related to this.
Not part of this section.
Okay, that's what I was asking. So it was part
I
of this
can't
or not.
look up the bill number again exactly, but I don't believe this covers any of that. That's all the open meetings. So. Any other questions or comments? All right, hearing none, this will be a roll call vote.
Vote aye.
Cochran, aye.
Conrad, I.
Like aye, let it be known that the motion carried unanimously. Item 12, approve resolution 2026-14, a resolution approving an amendment to chapter 28E intergovernmental cooperation agreement.
Mr. Chair, I will move item 12.
I'll second it.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments on item 12?
This 2080 agreement that we are going to be voting on is between Webster County along with 22 other counties and Central Iowa Juvenile Detention. There was some questioning as the proper way that they were done with a total of 35 counties. A bunch of them had to be removed because it wasn't done properly. So we're just renewing the 2080 agreement and starting to rebuild again.
Just to speak on that, in terms of it wasn't done correctly, I think that was under previous administration of a
Correct.
previous director of the Central Iowa Juvenile Detention Authority.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with Webster County, but once this was brought up through Hardin County, the agreement was that they removed everybody except for 23 counties. And we've been working under I think in 2012, 2080 agreement and work needed to get it updated. So that's what we're doing now.
That doesn't affect our
Nothing.
involvement with it. It's just correcting that.
Correct.
Okay. Any other questions or comments on the 2080? Or the resolution, I guess. All right, hearing none, this will be a roll call vote.
Vote aye.
Cochran, aye.
Conrad, I.
Like aye, let it be known that the motion carried unanimously. Item 13, we approve fiscal year 2026 VA person served report.
Here, I'll move item number 13.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments on the report? Just want to state your name and department and
Hi, I'm Dan Prushel. I'm the Webster County VA Director, taking over for Dan. I just wanted to bring forth this person served report to you guys. We had 18, this is for fiscal year 26. We had 18 people served for $13,727.89. I just want to emphasize that number seems small, but that's just for county assistance. We also provide the state and federal assistance through our office to claims that we process. Also too, we've also brought that number down throughout the years to be good stewards of the county's money. We've also worked with veterans on having budgets and going through that with them to help them manage their money. So.
Any questions or comments on the report? I think it's your first time having to do that with us.
Good job.
Very nicely done.
I feel like you've been taught well, so.
Yeah.
I feel like I have to ask you how to pronounce your last name now.
Crucial. It's German.
Crucial. Crucial. It's a tradition now, I think.
Where that would have started. I
Thank
had
you.
that same problem.
you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. If there's no other questions with that, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 14, Veteran Affairs Commission Chair update on Veteran Affairs transitions. Just want to state your name and department there.
Rich Lennon, Webster County Veterans Affairs Commission Chairman and resident of Webster County. Want to kind of bring you up to date as far as the Veterans Affairs Commission. In the past, we had 3 commissioners, and under the leadership of Tom Dorsey, decided, all 3 members were from the Fort Dodge area, that we needed to include more of the county and give more representation outside of Fort Dodge. And under that, we went to a commission of 5 members. And we ended up with Jim Peterson and Lois Fevold from the Gowrie area, Dave London from the Badger area, and then I and Marie Sheeter are representing the Fort Dodge area. So, and that's worked out well. We're getting more visibility in that area. And as you know, Dan will be retiring at the end of the week after 13 and a half years of service to the county and over 20 some years of service in uniform. It's going to be quite a loss. He served a lot of members throughout the community, and we know he's taken a lot of knowledge with him, but I'm sure he'll be there to help Dana as he goes forward. Dana has only been on board part-time since February and full-time since May, and already he's become what they call cross-accredited. And you have to be cross-accredited to be able to access a lot of the records and go online to help the veterans here in Webster County. He's done that. Usually it takes about 8 months to get all the certifications he's already got. But at this time, what we'd like to do, we'd like Dan to come forward and present him with the plaque from the Webster County Veterans Affairs Commissioners. And the plaque reads, Dan Lewandowski, February 2013 to July 2026. The veterans of Webster County and their families, thank you for all your hard work while serving as the Veterans Service Director of Webster County. Thank you, Dan.
Can I say a few words?
Yes, sir.
Um,
If you just want to state your name and department for the.
yeah, Dan Lev.
Dan, what would you have said if we were like, now?
Dan Lewandowski, Director, Veterans Affairs, Webster County. Thank you so much.
First time I've heard that name said right.
Exactly. Besides my wife, yeah. This is truly, I'm humbled by this. I didn't expect this. It's very kind of the commission to do this. When I started 13 and a half years ago, it was a job I really, really wanted. Coming off active duty, helping the soldier, now I help the veteran. And along the course, I hope I made a difference in a lot of lives of veterans and their families along the way. I do take note that Dana, he's far above what I expected for my replacement. So the office will continue at a high standards that I hope that I had set. So I just say thank you for that.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. You'll be very missed in here. I know that. So we really appreciate your service to Webster County and your service to our country. Do I follow that? Item 15, approve request from the city of Dayton to temporarily detour traffic onto county roads, Quail Avenue, Racine Avenue, and 380th Street on September 7th, 2026, subject to the requester being responsible for coordinating and monitoring all necessary traffic control in accordance with the manual on uniform traffic control devices.
Move item number 15.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments?
Jamie Joel, County Engineer. This is something they request every year for their Labor Day Parade. So they'll close a couple roads, detour traffic onto county roads. So they handle all the traffic control. They do it every year. Never had any issues with it. So pretty straightforward request.
Any other questions or comments on item 15? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Both same sign. Motion carries. Item 16 would be to approve a detour agreement with the Iowa DOT to use Webster County Road P29 as a temporary detour route during a bridge replacement project on Highway 7.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments on item 16?
I kind of misworded that. I didn't realize I put bridge replacement. It's actually for a railroad crossing replacement. Right over there by Cargill, the crossing on Highway 7. They are going to have that closed. July 27th is the target date right now for about a week. So no traffic will be allowed through there. It'll be completely closed. So Highway 7 will detour down P29 across Highway 20 and back up 169. So should be about a week.
With that, we'll probably have to amend the motion and just to correct the action item there. Who made the motion, Bob? Or
I would move to approve a detour agreement with the Iowa DOT to use Webster County Route P29 as a temporary detour route during a railroad crossing replacement project on Iowa Highway 7.
I will amend my second. Well done, John.
All right. Motion is second. Any other questions or comments on item 16? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Both same sign. Motion carries. Item 17, to approve a quit claim deed conveying Webster County's interest in a portion of Garfield Avenue to the city of Gowrie.
Mr. Chair, I will motion item 17.
I will second it.
Move item 17.
Motion is second. Questions or comments on item 17?
This is related to the Dollar General being built on the edge of Gowrie. Actually, right now it's out in the county. Gowrie is planning to annex that area right there. Their annexation would create a short stretch of county road that is completely within the city limits. So it would be city, county, city. So just to eliminate that, we are doing a quit claim deed for the road. That used to be a state road. The state already quit claim deeded the west half to the city a while ago. So we're just kind of cleaning it up and quit claim deeding our east half of that road to the city. And if you have anything to add, Darren's been helping out with that too.
Any questions or comments or other questions or comments related to item 17? All right, hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 18 would be a bid letting for the following project. L 2027 1-73-94 paving on 230th Street east of Highway 169.
So move.
Second?
Motion and a second. Want to go ahead and do the bid letting?
Sure, you won't need your calculators for this. We only got one bid. It's from Fort Dodge Asphalt. Looks like they have a adequate bid bond, and their total bid is $320,988.58. Fairly close. Our estimate was about 300,000, so they're fairly close to that. So I would recommend you accept that bid.
That was the only bid we got?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure I heard you right.
Except without a
Yeah.
action item?
To the following to actually accept the low bid. Will that delay things if we put that on the agenda for 2 weeks from now?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just need to make sure that we put that on the agenda to accept the low bid for this bid letting.
Since I do have a motion and a second on this.
You basically just went through the bidding process and revealed the bids. So that's,
We don't really need a motion in a second.
That's what I mean. I'm like, we have one though. Technically, I don't.
just make of record. I suppose you could amend it to make of record to bids if they were just read aloud. If someone wants to change their motion to that. I think that's acceptable.
I do.
All right. Okay.
I'll amend that second.
To amend it to make of record the bids open during the bid letting. And we have
You have your
Don
amended
is the first
motion.
and-
I was the motion.
yep, thanks.
All right, any other questions or comments on the bid letting? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next up will be the citizens' opportunity to address the board with items not on the agenda. All right. Hearing none, up next.
What?
Oh, we got Randy.
Randy.
Come on up.
Come hither.
Randy.
I think somebody stopped me.
Like,
If you just want to go to the podium and your name and where you're from and.
Okay. I'm Randy Hoover. I live in Fort Dodge. I also live in Lanyon. I apologize. But I
Okay.
want to try this again. We did something a while back about a trivia challenge and everything, and everybody was all for it. And I had a heart attack and a stroke within 5 minutes of each other. And I was out. I was kind of done. I've recovered. Still executive director of Freedom Point mental health program, but Freedom Point's going away. We're going to kind of close it down now because we're moving on to something new. We're going to open a program called Candlestone. It's
What was-
a community.
what was that?
Candlestone.
Candles,
Stone.
stone. Okay. All one word or two?
Yeah, all one word. A lot of people think it's a restaurant. It's not. It's a community support program where we have a lot of different things we're planning on doing. We've already put together a board. I'm really pleased with our board. We have medical people on the board. We have professional people on the board. We have common laborers on the board. We've kind of tried to cover everybody we possibly could. We're trying to set a target date. We haven't got there yet, but I would give you the idea of the program. The program is we provide activities, events, classes, groups, you name it, we do it. And for those of you that know me, I have a very big reputation for doing things that are way outside the box. We're hoping to keep doing that because what we want is for people to come. Everything we do is free. There's no charge for anything. We actually have local musicians lined up to perform. Everything is free. But if you want to give, you give. Then we take all the offering that we get there and the free will offerings and distribute it to all the other programs in town so that they have money. I've been to so many provider meetings in this town and they're always out of money. And if we can help get them money and help other people, I'm all for it. I really believe this is a good program. I really think it's nice to do. On a personal note, I'm 73 years old. I was diagnosed last month with CTE, which if you don't know what that is, brain injury, because I played high school sports. And this gives you an idea. I had a concussion, left a game. The other team caught up and the coach goes, Hoover, you're going back in because they're catching up. Try not to hit your head. That was how he handles concussions back then. Anyway, I really want to get this done. I am no longer going to be the sole director. We are putting together a team of directors plus a board. It would be done as a group. Now, you're wondering why I'm here. Two reasons I'm here. One, I wanted people to know we're doing it because yesterday we hit a big snag and I was ready to give up. And I thought, no, I'm not giving up. We're going on. Now I'll explain to you what the snag was we hit, and you can all make your decisions because of their thoughts. A lot of people have. We've been looking for a building for a couple, 3 months now, and we appear to have found one. But a lot of people think that's a ridiculous building to get, but it's where we're going if we can get there. And that is, we are going to move the program into the old post office. In spite all 4 fires that have been in that building, despite the fact that there's 40 some windows missing, despite the fact that there's all kinds of damage done inside the building, that's exactly what we want. We want a building that we can redo so that as people come in, they can see what can be done if you put a little effort into it. And apparently, from what I'm being told, a whole lot of money. That part I'm not concerned. We have already rounded up people that will do the repairs. A lot of it, they're going to do it for free. Some of it, they're very minimal charge. We have Senior High, St. Edmunds, Iowa Central. They're all backing us up. Community Health. A bunch of others, are on board. We really want to do this. I just really believe that not just Fort Dodge, but I'm in Fort Dodge. There's a lot of people that need help and a lot of people that just need to know somebody cares and somebody's there. And that's what we're going to do. And I can base that in the simple fact that I have been one of those people before. And there are people in this room that made me feel much better about life. I won't say who they are, and I certainly won't point at them, but and there's a guy right here, Dan, we're going to miss him. I have sat in your office before, and he has told me a simple way to solve a lot of my problems: grow up. and as you can tell, I didn't listen, did I? But, no, I just really believe this is it. And part of why I'm here, this is the other reason I'm here. Like I said, yesterday we hit a snag and I was ready to stop. And then I thought, no, we're going to keep going. And I had a college professor tell me, if you really want to commit to something and really want to do something and make sure it happens, publicly tell people you're going to do it, because then you have to do it. That's what I'm doing today. This is going to happen. The post office terrifies me because it is not in good shape. But I've had so many people in town tell me they really want to save that building. I'm not sure why that building's so more special than some of the others, but it seems to be. So that's just kind of what I'm here for, is the program's coming. It's going to happen. We want to encourage everybody to come and take part in it and do what you can. Like I said, we have some very strange ideas on games, and even the people coming. One of the things we're going to do is a book club. We want to get a book club going. We've got people signed up to possibly do it. We have people signed up to teach some of these classes. We even have a woodworking class that we have an instructor for. People to take the classes. We're just going to randomly draw a name out and they're going to win a prize. because everybody likes to have something. There's a popular saying, people forget what you say to them, but they always remember how you made them feel. And that's what we're trying to do. So, and I already talked longer than I planned on. So I'm going to get out of here. For those of you that know me, this was a really short talk, but I hope to see you all there, and thank you for your time.
Randy,
Thank you.
you feeling okay?
My heart's acting up right now. That's why I'm.
Okay, you go sit down.
Thank you, Randy.
Uh-huh.
Any other citizens' opportunity to address the board? All right. Up next would be Board of Supervisors Committee reports.
Yesterday I was over in the detention center again. And we're getting things squared away finally. We've had some issues over there that with the old director, and we finally are getting back on the straight and narrow. CFR, we've got a $22 million project that they're building another facility in Des Moines. After we got ours built out here, they built one out there, and that one's going strong. Of course, I have not gotten an update on the childcare out there across from the Sprouts Early Education Room, but I'll hopefully have something for you at the next meeting.
All right, well, I didn't get to go anywhere in the last 2 weeks, but in the next 2 weeks, I'll be meeting with CICS, the North Central Iowa Regional Landfill. Crime Stoppers did not have a meeting this month. We'll be picking that up again next month. I'll be meeting with the opioid subcommittee there, as well as Midas. And just a reminder, the weather's hot, but you might still want to get the kids out, check with conservation, the religious institutions in town, the library, Parks and Rec, and APHIS if you're looking for something to do.
All right. First of all, I was made aware that there is compensation for the Board of Adjustment. It's like 30 or $60 or something. So I wanted to clear that up in case anybody's like, but Ernie gets compensated for Board of Adjustment.
Just, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, I thought you were talking about authority. My bad.
Yeah, no, just to make sure that we're fully transparent. Okay, so on the first, I had a EMS Advisory Council meeting that went very well. 4th of July happened in the past couple weeks. Happy birthday, America. On the 8th of July, the airplane was moved. Jamie's no longer in the room, but I wanted to thank him and his team and really everybody who helped with the planning and execution of moving that airplane out by the airport. The last Thursday, I had an Ag Park update meeting that was relatively short. Also had a Visit Fort Dodge meeting. We talked a lot about sports tourism tis the season. And then last Friday, we had City County. And actually, with all the meetings over the past 2 weeks, the next 2 are relatively slow. So there you go.
What's that?
Just a timed out.
We're using the 45-minute free service.
Need anything? Okay. Darren?
Before I forget, Austin, also the Webster County Fair this week.
Yes. Thank you.
Really?
Yep.
It's already here?
Yeah.
Time flies.
I got to
So-
get out there for that.
Yeah. So this week coming up, I've got my Beaver Creek Watershed Management Authority meeting. We will be working on, I'll be leading that meeting. We're gonna be working on hiring a new coordinator for that. Ours is taking a different role, and so we're gonna be working to backfill that. It is funded through the state, so it's nice that we have the ability to hire and backfill in that role to help continue our water quality projects that we've been working on. So have that this week, and then I've got our city county Growth Alliance meeting next week. And then just so that everybody's aware, so I sent this email out to folks here, but I'm just going to kind of read this email so folks are aware of what's going on in the auditor's office and the leadership changes that we have there. And then Darren, if I'm incorrect in any of this, you can correct me out of it. But so pursuant to Iowa law, Treasurer Brenda Engstrom will be serving as our acting county auditor until the board appoints a successor to fill that vacancy. In that role, Brenda will be providing the statutory oversight in the office, and then in the staff and continuing handling, or sorry, Brenda will provide statutory oversight of the office while the auditor's office staff will continue handling day-to-day operations. So in that time, Deputy Tina or Deputy Auditor Tina Eldall will continue as the day-to-day operations of that. So thank you for filling that in for me. To continue the day-to-day operations so that we have our continued uninterrupted service in that office. So thank you guys. I know it's statutory and it's in there, but I appreciate everybody helping step up to keep this going. So I appreciate that. So as we continue the transition, timing is a little different. I'll be talking to you a little more too on how that works, because with it being an election year, the rules are a little bit different than we've previously done when this has come up. So we'll be working to understand that, and we'll be starting the process to appoint to fill the vacancy in the auditor's office. So I appreciate everybody's dedication. Continue to do this work. You know, I know it's always stressful. I just thank everybody for helping step up to do that. And I appreciate you guys. If there's any other questions or anything folks have on that, let me know. If there's something I can help do. Otherwise, I'll be working a lot with Brenda and Tina as we go forward with that. So any other questions or comments or on the Board of Supervisors committee reports? I feel like I worded that okay. Yeah. Okay.
Here comes our volunteer.
Volunteer. It's in the.
No,
code. I don't
Brenda,
have a
no,
choice.
Brenda, you're not, no, Brenda, you're not going on vacation.
I'm leaving on the 17th for vacation until further notice. No, for real. I have the most confidence in the treasurer's office and the auditor's office. I'm sure this will work out well. A lot will be put on Tina. And my office, well, we're going through tax season right now, so it's going to be tough for both our offices and with all the elections coming up, but I think we can do it. We can get through it. We have a great team in both offices, and we'll be one for a while, and that's pretty exciting. Yes, we will be just fine. We will be just fine. We will get through it. One more little bump in the road, but we've got it. So I have awesome staffs.
Yeah, and I would agree with that wholeheartedly. We have great staff in both offices there. I have all the faith in the world of you guys being able to execute this all efficiently. I know it always starts with its bumps in there, but I know that you guys are more than capable and appreciate your willingness to help step up and do that. And
Have a great relationship with both offices, so I'm not scared. They might be, but I'm not.
thank you.
Thank you.
Anything else? All right, next item up for business would be to allow claims.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any questions or comments on the claims? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Last item for today, I would accept a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments before we adjourn? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We are adjourned. Thank you, everybody.
Hooray.